Alright folks, welcome to lesson number 2 of the Millington, Tennessee Library's Dewey Decibels ukulele group. So on this lesson we're going to talk to you about different types of ukuleles. The standard ukulele most people start off with is a soprano ukulele. I actually don't have one here because I gave all mine to the library as loaners for our ukulele group lessons. And plus I wear a size 3XL glove, and I really can't play ukulele very comfortably, so I didn't mind giving mine away. At any rate, so a soprano ukulele would be 2 inches shorter than this ukulele here. Typical soprano would be 21 inches long, have a scale length of 13 inches, and have 12 to 15 frets. The next ukulele up in size is a concert ukulele. This is an Alvarez Grateful Dead ukulele, and it's typically going to be 2 inches longer, so it's going to be 23 inches total length. The scale length is going to be 15 inches, and it's going to have 15 to 20 frets typically. And then you have a tenor ukulele. This is the one you'll see me playing most of the time because it's a little bit more space in between the frets for my fat fingers. And it's going to be typically 26 inches long total length, 17 inches in scale length, and again 15 to 20 frets. And then we have a baritone ukulele, which is going to be this one here. Now the tuning on the soprano, the concert, and the tenor are going to be G, C, E, A. George Clooney eats ants. The tuning on this is going to be exactly the same as the first through fourth string on a regular guitar, and it's going to be tuned the same as those 4 strings on a regular guitar. So you're going to have an E string, a B string, a G string, and a D string. It's typically going to be 30 inches long, have a scale length of 19 inches, and at least 19 frets. And then finally we have the bass ukulele. Now there's actually 2 kinds of bass ukuleles. There's a bass and a contrabass. We're not going to get into all that. But this is a bass ukulele. You can see it's about the same size as a baritone ukulele. The bass is going to be 30 to 32 inches in length, have a scale length of about 20 inches, and 16 to 20 frets. This is going to be tuned the exact same as a regular guitar on the 3rd through the 6th strings. So we're going to have an E, an A string, a D string, and a G string, okay, from this side to that side. So that's your basic ukulele types, and now I'm going to show you a couple other specialty types of ukuleles. Alright, so we have a couple more ukuleles up here to talk about. The first one I want to talk about is the plastic ukulele. Alright, this is just a regular concert ukulele, but it's totally plastic. This will stand up to weather changes a little bit better than a wooden ukulele. So if you're going to go camping or something, you might get a little bit of drizzle, some high humidity in the tent, even a little bit of heat. They will melt in a hot car, despite what some people will tell you. But this is a good choice if you're an outdoors person and want something a little bit more durable than your standard ukulele. This ukulele, again another concert ukulele, it's nothing special about it except for the shape of the body, and just know that this is called a pineapple ukulele. This little guy here is called a banjolele for obvious reasons, and you can get these in soprano, concert, and tenor sizes. Basically the same as a regular ukulele, except it has the sound head, the banjo sound head on here. So you got this big resonator body, and you get a lot twangier deliverance, sort of where the banjo's at sound out of this. And then finally you have electric ukulele. This is just like an electric guitar, just smaller, and you're going to have some sound knobs and stuff on this. Typically solid body, so no sound hole. You're going to have to plug this in via your amplifier jack here and have at it. Oh, the other thing that's odd about this is this has all metal strings. Okay, your typical ukulele has nylon strings and can't stand the tension required to put metal strings on it, but this, because it's a solid body, made just like a guitar, has all metal strings. Alright, so the last two types of ukuleles I want to talk to you about are the 6-string and the 8-string ukulele. The 6-string is going to have 2 strings for the 3rd string and 2 strings for the 1st string positions. And these strings are both heavier. In this case, they're both metal strings, and they're both tuned an octave below what your normal string would be. So they're a lower note for your 1st string versus, so you get that octave much like a 12-string guitar sound. Alright, so the 8th-string ukulele is exactly like a regular ukulele, except it has double strings, and each one is tuned a note higher except for the 4th string, and it again has a metal string which is tuned an octave lower. So you get that low G on this ukulele. And these are nice if you're playing in groups and want to add a little bit fuller sound to your playing. Alright, so there we have it as far as the different types of ukuleles. There are other types out there. There's the guitar lele, which is the same thing as a guitar but on a ukulele body. I'm sure there's other weird things out there that people come up with, but these are the main types that you're going to run across.